What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It is episode number 48, returns down the back of our win over Nottingham Forest. 3 points clear at the top of the table at halfway stage, but still very tight today. Loads of stuff to get through, big games in the league, aim to stay top, FA Cup third round against West Ham, and we'll play for the entirety of the January transfer window, where we'll see the conclusion to the Zeki Amdouni saga. Is he going to stay, or is he going to go on the back of requesting a transfer? So first game today is Chelsea at home. Nice little unbeaten run for Reading in all competitions, and still unbeaten in the league since that opening day thrashing to West Ham. That was the first game of the season in the first half of the season. This is the first game of the second half of the season. Let's not repeat what we did on the opening day. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's just get a win. No, Chelsea at home. Come on, you Royals. 25 to go, still tied at 0-0. This has been an awful game. Terrible episode opener today as Ryan McGree tries his luck and hits it straight at Martin van der Voort. You know those games where there is basically nothing going on and you just think to yourself, I wouldn't mind if the full-time whistle was blown after 75 minutes, let alone 90. This is one of those games. It's been shocking. I'm going to be fuming if Chelsea win this late. Mudryk wins a corner. I thought he touched that before the ball went out of play. Evidently not. It's one of those where it's like, the game's never going to get it wrong. She's just got to trust the game. Do you know what I mean? Even if your eyes might have seen it a different way, you've got to trust the game's got that spot on, because they always do. And as Medina finds space, I can't believe it. Honestly, man, one chance, one shot, one goal. That is AI on ultimate stuff, man. Got to be used to it by now, though. It's never going to change. Yeah, this is exactly what I was referring to before we went into the game. Like, we started the season off with a loss, and now we're going to start the second half of the season off with a loss. I hadn't lost in between that, but... Keep going. Keep going. Griff, keep going. Okay, fine, don't. Because you know this man ain't going to let me down. Bottled it. First loss since the opening day in the league, and we started the second half off the way we started the first half off, with defeat. But like I said, always a chance to turn the tide. We started the first game of the season off with defeat, we've done the same in the second, but after that, if we go on an unbeaten run, win the championship, we ain't going to worry about the losses to Chelsea and West Ham. Don't panic, don't worry about it. Yeah, I ain't going to worry about that. I ain't going to worry about that. Losses are a part of life, as we know, and you just got to learn from them. And in that game there, defensively I was fine for the entire game. That's the frustrating thing about it, but just got to be clinical. Just got to be more clinical. So, yeah, so January window is open then. I think we are going to get a couple more bids for Amdouni. Obviously, turned down all the ones in the Premier League sides. I'm not selling him to a division rival. That's not happening. But if we can get him to, again, a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich, speaking of the devil, and not Wolves. But Gary O'Neill is cooking, man. He's got some big ambitions at Molineux in his save. You'd love to see that. But as I turned down that bid for Rodriguez from Bilbao, for Amdouni, the thing is, I hold all the cards here. He's still got 2.5 years left in his deal. So 66 mil in this market. Granted, he's not having the best season, but even so, I think to me he's still worth around, in this market, maybe 80 to 90 million pounds total. So I'd say to me, if I can't get around that level, I'm not going to sell him. I don't have to sell him. Like, that to me is just silly. Like, what? I'm offended. Genuinely, I'm offended by that bid. That's ludicrous. That's terrible. That's an awful bid. And to me, he's worth far more than that. I'm not even going to bother negotiating like longer than this one, because I'm okay selling him, but it's got to reflect what he's truly worth in this market in what is now January 2029. If Bayern Munich ain't willing to pay that, then he ain't going there. Yeah, this is the one thing you need to remember. Like, just because a player has requested a transfer, it doesn't mean you need to sell them. If you can put up with the fact that his morale is going to be a little lower, if you can put up with the fact that, you know, you're going to keep getting bids, then you don't have to sell him. You can keep him in your squad, because unlike in Football Manager, for example, that low morale on that player does not infect, if you will, or spread to infect. Well, I guess it doesn't. It doesn't infect or spread to other players in your squad. So Zeki, granted, at the moment he's got the unhappy morale, but that's not bringing anyone else down. Like, the other players that may have lower morale are due to their own individual circumstances. So So yeah, that's the one thing you got to remember. You don't have to sell. He's got, again, okay, so it's 18 months. Sorry, not 2.5 years. But even so, you don't have to sell. You don't have to sell if you don't want to. It's totally your choice. Anyway, following game, West Ham FA Cup third round, heading into this one back-to-back FA Cup finals. Last year lost to Chelsea in the final. Year before that went on to win what was our first major run in club history. And I want to get a three-peat of cup finals this year. And let's start with a win here and get back to winning ways. Come on, you Royals. This is what you call an isolated incident. So you don't have to sell if you don't want to. It's not going to bring down Espria's morale. It's not going to bring down Anderson's morale. It's not going to bring down Kitolano's morale as he hits the post there. And West Ham will get it away. So if you've got that player under contract, like I said, don't feel the need to be forced into selling the player if you don't want to. You can still keep them. It just means their morale is not going to improve. And you're going to continue to get bids. Well, I have to apologise, guys, because the first two games from me have been shocking. Absolutely shocking. No goals, very few chances, and a draw, which means we've got a replay. Okay, alright, poor start to the game. We can turn it around. We can turn it around. I'm always worried when I start a session off playing really poorly. It's going to be like that until I turn the PlayStation off. But no. We can turn it around. We can turn it around. Poor start. Just got to be better. Oof. And Tyler Shaw has just come back from his 2-year loan spell with that potential to be special. I think it was an exciting prospect before, but now potential to be special. Problem is, it's just so hard to get all of my young players involved. I mean, Bishop and Rodriguez have had a little bit of game time this season, but I mean, like, we've got so much depth now at CM. Okay, fair enough. He might be slightly better than Oakley, and he's several years younger than Tapia, but then he's still got to compete with Kitolano and Believer that we signed for the season. We'd like to give Nibs a lot of game time as well. Gruev, Keita, and Anderson as well. It's so hard to get those young players to game time, man, but it's why, even when you see a player like that in your team and you think to yourself, it's going to be hard to give him the game time. Do I do it or loan him out? Well, as we've shown throughout the course of this save and throughout FC24, if you just want the growth to continue, best thing to do, not give them, you know, mixed game time, but instead, keep loaning them out. Keep loaning them out. It may look as though this guy's ready for the first team right now, and I guess in a way he kind of is, especially with that incredible 90 short pass and 91 long pass stat, but if we wanted to keep growing and to retain potential, just got to keep loaning them out. Right, next up, Burnley away at Turf Moor, and no excuses, man. Back-to-back poor performances, back-to-back scoreless games, and back-to-back games without a win. Let's put that right in the next one, yeah. Dropping a second in the table, aiming to return to top spot on the back of this game. Let's get a big 3 points here. Come on, you Royals. No, sorry, we lost the first game, didn't we? Did I say we drew the first game? Well, anyway, 2 games without a win regardless. And today, you just got to put it right. Like, it's simple as that, mate. Like, you just got to put it right. If you've performed poorly and you've not done well, just put it right in the next available task. You know, next available battle, next available contest, whatever it may be. Just put it right. Like, just put it right. Honestly, you cannot change the past. It is impossible. What you can do is work hard in the present, perform, get things right, and that will change what kind of future you're gonna have. So yeah, you can't beat yourself up too much about the things that went before. You just have to work on the things you're currently in control of now. Guerrero finds Amdouni, who literally always has a good game for us against Burnley. It's just one of those things. I notice it more in Football Manager than career mode, but when a player takes on their former team, they might not always score, but they'd have a good game. Like, it's just written in the stars, man. It's going to happen. 24 minutes in, should have been up by 2, as we go in search of a little cushion here. Bindon scuffs it and puts it wide. You know, you're not always going to have good gaming sessions. You're going to have times where you're just not on it, from the first beep to the last, if you will. But, you know, I have... That's a lovely ball through. Anderson, how's your ball? Lovely. Brilliant. Great build-up. Yes. We can't afford to be poor between the first beat to the last in this session here, man. Not if we want to stay in the FA Cup and return to top spot. Amdouni bags a brace 2-0. I like that saying, the first beat to the last. I like that. Oh dear. Anyway, leading by 2. And I think we should see the win out here, though. We should see this one out. Feeling in control. We got the replay in the week against West Ham, so I want to take some starters off for that game, but yeah, it's not done yet. As Monchu drills one in from 20 yards, and I won't be able to take him off for now. 26 to go. Got to hold on to this. Yeah, being made to work for my results to start this session off here. Still holding on to that 1-goal lead, but with 8 to go, it's basically every blue and white hoop behind the ball. And let's see if we can grind this out. Wins are wins. It's not going to be impressive, but well in Aziz. In what has been a tough start today, I will take it. 4 to go. I think that's going to do it. As Rodriguez finds Obafemi. And yeah, just go back. Just go back. There we go. Just know when to put your foot on the ball and just say, we'll take it. We will take what has been an unconvincing 1-goal victory. And oftentimes, that is just the most sensible thing to do. Instead of possibly risking a turnover, a quick counter-attack, and losing a goal on the break, just put your foot on the ball and say, these 3 points are ours, as long as we don't give possession away. It's exactly how it finishes. Not convincing, not at our best, but back to winning ways and possibly back to top of the table. Needed that. Oh, get in, we have gone top as well. Everton held Man City. So, yep, sometimes, like I said, man, those grind out 1-goal victories, they can be unconvincing. They can be, quite frankly, poor considering what level you're getting to. But if they get you into pole position, you're not going to turn them down. Anyway, following game, and I'll take a 1-goal victory in this one as well. FA Cup 3rd round replay, West Ham away. Goalless draw in a Medeski, aiming to get it right here and progress through to the 4th round. Back-to-back finals in our last 2 years. I'm accepting nothing less than another Wembley appearance this season. Let's make it through to the last 32. Come on, you Royals. Yeah, no excuses, man. The bare minimum, absolute bare minimum is a semi-final appearance. But really, as Danny Olmo's shot is easily caught by Bennett. Camera save from the American, that. Really, it's a final. Like, it's got to be a final for me. Like, come on, we've done it back-to-back now. What a ball, Bond. And Dooney takes it on early, but it's denied. As it's still 0-0. It's got to be 3 straight finals. Come on, anything short of that. It's our competition, man. We're doing really well in this now. So we've got to make sure we keep our reputation as the Cup Kings, if you will. We've only won it once in the entire club history, so maybe I should not call myself a king. But even so, gotta have that mindset, man. Got there before, twice in a row, means we've got to get there again. As Nibs finds Baliba, nice ball through, Aspria, Amdouni. Who else but McGree? Also denied. Fast start from the Royals. That opening goal's coming. Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. When you start off with this intensity, it's just a matter of time. Keep your foot on the gas pedal, and that opening goal will come. It's all Reading, man. It's all Reading. We are on top. It's only a matter of time. There it is. There it is. I just said it, man. When you are doing all the right things, you're putting all the effort in, you just haven't had a breakthrough yet. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. There are times where you need to make adjustments. It's not when all the things you're doing are correct. You just haven't had a rub of the green. That happens, man. Not everyone gets it right at the first time, even if they've done the right combinations. Doesn't always work out that way. Just keep going. Eventually you'll get the breakthrough. Oh, that's a cracking ball through that. Espadori. Oh, that hit the bar. I think that might have hit the bar there. And Mendes' shot may have been going in had it not been for Bond clearing it basically off the goal line and behind for a corner. West Ham so close to sneaking an extra time period. I'd have been fuming if that would have happened. I was kicked out a bit too far along with Bennett. Bond saving the goal as that cross almost snuck in. Still 1-0 and yeah, that's gone. That's gone. And I think we're going to be alright. Lucky escape and Reggie to the rescue late. Yeah, I'd like to see that on the replay, but I'm pretty sure Reggie comes to our rescue right at the end as Bennett was almost caught out from the cross being clipped in. That was a tongue twister. And Bond getting Mendes' goal-bound shot off the line. Reggie to the rescue. Man, not for the first time this season. Don't call him Agent Bond for nothing. He's popped up late when we really needed him. And our reward for making it through the 4th round is another EFL side. Draw made directly after the game. Forgot about that as it was a replay. But even so, Preston North End away at Deepdale. And on the back of 2 more bids for Amdouni coming in from Spurs and Bilbao, both turned down as they're not meeting the valuation, man. In this market, I know he's not having a great season, but he's got to be worth more than that in the prime of his career, surely. Anyway, following game is that FA Cup 4th round trip to Deepdale. Preston away, taking on a side right now in the playoffs in the Championship, with Reading starting to stumble a little bit. Conditions right for a cup set. Let's make sure we avoid it here and make it through to the last 16. Come on, you Royals. Yeah, conditions definitely right for a cup set, no doubt about that. Preston in form in the Championship. Reading, wouldn't necessarily say we're out of form. We just won back-to-back, but certainly not our best. So let's just say that. With the Amdouni drama as well off the pitch. You can see Preston feeling it here as McGree fires wide, but Got to avoid it. Don't want another replay. Third round, not a big deal. Not many games in January, but the fourth round, with tons of games in February, including Champions League last 16 against Sevilla. Last thing we need is an extra game in the calendar. You know, don't get me wrong, we take Preston back to the Medeski. Fancy our chances of winning, but it's knowing that I'll still have to pick a decent lineup for it in order to make sure we don't go out. With, again, the Sevilla last 16 tie coming next month as well, it means that every midweek we'll have a game if we have a replay here. And so, great turn, Gruev. Great pass as well. This dude, he's like... Hold on a sec, guys. Just give me a sec. No, wait for this. Wait, hold on. There we go. Believers first in a Reading shirt. This guy, his passing, his ball control is absolutely phenomenal, man. He never misplaces a pass. Yeah, I've mentioned before, I think Gruev is the only Bulgarian player I have ever signed in career mode. And feel free to correct me if you can think of a player that I've brought in from Bulgaria. But put it this way, if he's not the only player I've signed, he's certainly the best. He's so good. I'm trying to think, Petrov maybe back in the day. As that shot's blocked and... Oh, what a pass. And, oh, Bennett, what a save. I'm bailed out by the American. 25 to go, still leading by 1. Excellent save. And that is why I got my first choice goalkeeper in goal for this game here. Taking no chances. And once again, it's not been the best of games. Not been the most convincing of performances. But as Ilya's shot is blocked and it drops behind for a corner, we are going through to the fourth round. Once again, for the third game in a row, winning by just by a goal, but instead Owen Haynes gets his second of the season now, and that puts us through with any doubt whatsoever. Owen Haynes, second of the season, third overall, Reading through to the fourth round. Not convincing as a second tier side, but wins are wins no matter how you get them. And in this mini kind of, I guess you could say, stumbling run of form, it is nice to know we've won 3 straight, to be fair. Puts in the half of the last 16. And I've just got another bid for Tyler Short. That's now my third bid for him since he's returned from loan. Did I accidentally add him to the transfer list and not the loan list? Pretty sure I added him to the loan list, not the transfer list. Surely he didn't accidentally do that the wrong way around. No, he is loan listed, but clubs want to buy him. They see his potential, and they say, I don't want him short term, we want him long term. But no way, man, he's going nowhere. Right, following game, heading into this one, Arsenal at home. Big game as well, as we take on the side currently in 5th place. If they are to get back in the title race, they need to go on a run. I've just seen Man City must have lost. I know they were held 2-2 by West Ham, so thank you, West Ham, doing us a favour. And now if we face Arsenal and beat them, we'll go 4 clear and have our biggest gap since we returned to top spot. Let's get the job done here against Arteta's side and get a massive 3 points. Come on, you Royals. Bindon crossfields to Dennis as we're still tied at 0-0. Anderson's done really well there. And here's Mandela Keita. Advantage, please. Ref advantage. Oh! Please. Yes! You have no idea how important it is to me to finish off a move if it involves a nutmeg. I thought Keita lost the ball, but instead he put it through the legs of a panna. And Amdouni finishes the move off, and that's why we're thankful to him as well. If you've nutmegged a player, you've got to finish the move off. That was always the way in school, man. Like, it was always the way. Do you know what it's like? It's the equivalent of like an ankle breaker crossover in the NBA. If you brick the 3-pointer, it's not that it doesn't count. You still cross the guy over, but it's not going to end up on the highlight reels. So if you've nutmegged the player, that's the equivalent of a crossover, putting your man on the floor and breaking his ankles. You've got to put the ball in the back of the net. I was going to balls that up. It's 1-0. Amdouni gets away. Pegs it back. Oh, it should have been 2. Keita shot blocked. Asprilla couldn't shoot. Fresh air swipe. Arsenal clear. Chaos in Berkshire. Got to see it again, man. It's worth a second viewing. Quick little ball roll. Knocks it through the legs. Oh, see you later. Puts him on the floor. Carries on the build-up. And in the end gets what you call a hockey assist. Asprilla finds Zeki for the finish. That was naughty. You got to finish the move. You're not making a play. You got to finish it off. Asprilla to Amdouni. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant little move. Very quick, very nice. Anderson with the easiest finish of his career for, I think, goal number 6 in the league this season. But that was a really, really nice little move. Watched a man come in and just used him as my decoy there. That was really nice. Really, really nice. And Keita having a brilliant, brilliant game out there. Free kick for Arsenal. Free to go if they are to get back in this late. They need a goal from this, and they've got it. Diogo Jota heads home. Clean sheet is gone. But will the 2 points be dropped as well? Nope, not enough time for Arsenal to come back. We just put the ball in the corner and see it out. Another 3 points for Reading. It is 4 wins on the trot. And we might have stumbled out of blocks to start today's episode off. We might not still be playing great football, but most crucially, we are getting big wins. 4 points clear at the top of the table. Biggest gap since we've been there. And now let's try and pull away. And so as deadline day is here, 10 hours to work our magic. We won't be working any magic at all because I'm leaving things as they are. No money in the budget, of course, after our summer spending, and unless we do get a big bid for Amdouni, which is obviously not going to happen now. We're going to get through this really quickly. We're still not getting loan offers for Tyler Shaw. Aston Villa, why don't you take Tyler? It'd be a really good fit for you for that middle of the park, and I, but you're not going to take CJ, man. I need him as a backup right back just in case Bond goes down. But yeah, we're not getting any loan offers for Shaw, bizarrely. And we're not getting any proper bids for Amdouni. So that being the case, it's going to be a quick deadline day. We're getting straight through it. I mean, I could have tried to loan out Afonso Rodriguez, but with Bishop currently injured, and I do have a feeling we're going to get another injury to someone like Asprilla or Aziz or Anderson in the second half of the season. It's probably best to keep him just in case. Yeah, we're getting tons of transfer offers for Tyler Shaw, but I don't know why no one wants to bring him in on loan. I don't understand that. Oh, and I like this. I like this as well, as Renato Tappi's out of contract at the end of the season. We said we're probably not going to give him a new deal, as Brentford want Harvey, but absolutely not. He's staying till retirement. And Leverkusen put in a small bid for Amdouni plus a part exchange, which we'll turn down as well. I'm going to let that happen now with Renato. I said I probably won't give him a new contract. He's been here since we arrived in the Premier League, and he's been a massive reason why we've been able to rise up the standings, if you will. But I like that. Going to Brighton to mentor some of their young talents there. That's one of those nice transfers, you're totally happy to let happen. Go on, we love you, Renato. We love you, son. That'll probably be his final move in pro foot. We love you, bro. We love you, bro. Go be the new James Milner there at Brighton. Impart some words of wisdom to the youngsters, but not until you've ended the season with us this year. Hopefully, helping us win. As Napoli put a bid in for Amdouni, there's not enough time. Back-to-back Premier League titles, and as we try and reclaim that FA Cup as well. Renato, our final 6 months together. Let's make it a merry one. So the top deals on deadline day. Wow, the Ballon d'Or winner Dusan Vlahovic joins Liverpool as they look for some more firepower to get him back in the title race. £99.8 million move from Barca. Hugo Larsson's improved brilliantly in this save. He's gone to Atletico now, 63.3 million from Nantes. And Zakarian, the Russian, is off to Villarreal for 63.2 million. Deadline day over, and we leave it on the back of doing nothing. Oh, and I think we're going to see the FA Cup 4th round draw as well, I believe, on the back of this. Are you happy now, Zeki? Are you happy with the games I'm giving you? What, practically all of them? Why weren't you happy earlier then? Ridiculous. I'm bitter about that. Have we had to draw for the 4th round? Does it come after this game? I think it might actually come after this one here. It does indeed. It's the 4th round replay so we played. Let's, I think we might end on this then. Fulham away at Craven Cottage. Heading into this game here. Man City play Leeds away down the road. Tough test for them. If they get slipped up there, or if they do slip up, I should say, we could go even further clear with what would then be 15 games to go. So 4 clear for now. Goal difference is the same. We've got to keep on winning to keep Man City at bay. Let's get a big 3 points here against Guardiola's side. Against Fulham at Craven Cottage to keep Guardiola's side at bay. Come on, you Royals. This is the time for Reading. Got to capitalise on it. Slip up from Guardiola's side and got to make sure we take advantage. Get it back. There we go. And we see it so often in real life as well. A couple of games in succession where a team fails to win and the entire complexion of a title race can change. It all comes down to, can the other team in that hunt take advantage of that team slipping up? As things stand still 0-0 here, 25 minutes in. Draw away to Cottage. Again, not a terrible result in the grand scheme of things, but a win will be huge. And this man, normally never lets me down. Bender with the save, still 0-0, 29 minutes in. Reading going in search of that opener. And a big 3 points here in West London. There's McGree. Tries his luck. Oh! Riley McGree does it again, sipping the tea and saying it's easy for me. Riley McGree just denied a moment ago, beats Iwobi to the ball, and from 20 yards the dip on that, absolutely perfect, overbender, under the crossbar, into the back of the net, Reading in front. Has there been a more important squad player, not just in this career mode, but all of the saves I've done this year, than Riley McGree? Someone that very rarely starts, at least not the most important games, but when he's on the pitch, always gets the job done for me. Practically always. And okay, fair enough, I know earlier today we missed out one-on-one with him right to death against Chelsea, which would have extended our unbeaten run, but it's true, man. As just see there, City have gone 2-0 up away down the road, so at least if nothing else, we'll be keeping them at bay with a win here. This guy literally never seems to let me down. Scores important goals, big goals, cracking goals. And this one here, which will keep us still top by 4. Oh wow, Leeds have battled back from 2 goals down to make it 2-2. Go on, boys. And as things stand, we are going to be 6 clear with 15 to play. And like I said, man, moments like this in a season, they can change the entire complexion of it. We were behind Man City earlier today. There was a chance that they could have pulled away, but because of their slip-ups and us capitalising, the shoe's on the other foot. Oh, no, never mind. He's arrived, he's done it again, Erling Haaland, 4-2, goal-glutted Ellen Roden. Never mind, we won't be going 6 clear, but got to make sure we stay 4 clear and not throw this away late here. With Castrovilli dancing away into the middle. Bond does well. Last chance, last chance, last chance. Crossing it goes. Gonna win that Vandenberg away, and that is going to do its hoof it. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. That'll do it, and Reading will. Come on, ref. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yes. Grind out the win. I've not been at my best today, guys. I'll be honest. This isn't the best gameplay you'll see from me. A couple of nice goals, including today, a contender for goal of the season from McGree. But the most important thing is the wins. The streak continues. And a big 3-point tier ensures we stay top of the table as well. Sign of a champion is when they can win when they've not been at their best. We've done a lot of that today. And Reading remain top of the table with 15 games to go. And that'll do it for today's episode of the Summer Crewman as well, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with more big games in the Premier League. Aim to stay top of the table with 15 games to go. We'll have the draw and possibly the last 16 of the FA Cup as well. And we'll have both legs of our Champions League last 16 tie. Home and first away in Spain as we take on Sevilla. Have a fantastic day. Much love. And I'll see you for that episode very soon.